Hello, so I thought I would do a really quick video setting up my new cover for my 5-year Techo. I realized most people wouldn't do a video just setting up their cover, but I thought it would be helpful if I did make this video. So the cover I bought was the tweed shirt search and collect. And the reason why I'm making a video on this is because I noticed on YouTube there are several videos on the A5 cousin size, and there is probably just one video on the A6 5-year Techo size, but nobody's done a video yet on the A5 size for the 5-year Techo. So this is the tweed cover and I love it because isn't it so marble-esque? So this is the brass button. So I have my ruler ready. So before I decided to finally order this, I'm sorry, I live near an air base, so I'm sorry for the airplane noise. Okay, so there are two things that I found worrying while watching YouTube videos about this cover. The first is that some people found that for the 5-year Techo version, they could not completely insert the left sleeve of the actual book into the cover. And in my experience, because I have put my 5-year Techo in before filming this video, as soon as I received this cover, because I was very anxious about it, and I can tell you that it does in fact fit. So there's nothing to worry about that. And the second worrying thing that I heard was that this button, which is kind of a big deal, because I think one of the points of this brass button, and it is really brass, it's cold. It's not like one of those plasticky things that they add a layer onto. This is, I believe this is actually brass, and the point of this brass button is that since it's brass and this is used for the 5-year Techo, you would touch this every day or every week, in my case, for all of 5 years, and then it would kind of get that how do you say, it would have that worn out look that you know, when you after you've had brass for a couple of years. So that's supposed to be fun. And also, oh my god, is this not just gorgeous? This tweed is gorgeous. Oh, I forgot to take the cardboard out. Oh, and another thing that I heard other people say about this cover is that it's not as hard. Like, it's a lot more flexible than they thought. And well, it is. It's not as hard. It's not as hard as expected, but of all the available 5-year Techo covers, I would still stick with this one, because this one actually you can lock it closed. The other covers, I believe there's probably one that comes with a zipper, but I prefer this one because this looks like something that Miss Marple would wear. I don't know, it's just so English. It's so English country side. And oh, and I believe this is a replica of an actual British button. So there's that. Oh, I keep forgetting to take the cardboard out. But anyway, some people have commented that this isn't as hard as they expected it to be. Like, it's a lot more see, it's a lot flappier than they probably expected, but I'm still fine with that. I still prefer this cover to the leather covers, because the leather covers don't have a clasp or a button or anything that can kind of lock the book closed, which is kind of necessary considering the Tomoe River paper is, you know, it's very flappy. It's flappy. It's just very jelly-like. So I know people, well, I mean, it is 52 GSM and it is very thick, and it's another reason why I needed to have this have a button is because Tomoe River paper is heavy. I know people keep saying, oh, it's 52 GSM, whatever, but it is actually very heavy. I should probably do a separate video on this, because it's one of the things that I was quite surprised when I first actually touched a Hobonichi, is just how heavy it is. Oh, and another thing, I have heard other people who bought the 5-year Techo version have commented that not only could they not fit the entire left sleeve in, which in my case is not true, they said that their button was slightly, I don't know, it's not perfectly in the middle, which I don't know, I feel like mine is perfectly set in the middle. See, this is well, I don't usually use inches, but it's easier to describe this with inches. So 9 inches, 23 centimeters, and 9 divided by 2 is 9.5. And see, the button is perfectly centered. So my theory as to why some people on YouTube have commented on how this cannot fit entirely, or their button isn't perfectly aligned, or that it's hard to, well, maybe it is a little hard. No, it's not hard. It's not that bad. Is because probably I'm thinking they probably got a defect product, but like the entire line is not faulty. I hope that makes sense. I'm not very good at articulating this because I'm not familiar with like manufacturing terminology, but my point is I have a hard time believing that Hobonichi would design a product and mass produce it if it did not fit, or if like a button was misaligned considering its price. My theory is that people who experience those issues probably got like a one-off defect product, but like the entire line itself is unproblematic. So I just thought I would, you know, throw it out there because before I purchased this for the A5 5-year Techo size, I was very anxious because I heard those things, and as much as I believe this is worth the price, I would be quite gutted if this turned out to be an 8,800 yen mistake, because that is how much it costs. And that, I don't consider that to be a small amount of money, and that might not be a small amount of money for many people. And so I thought I would just make this video to let you know that it's fine. It's fine. Like, I have no issues with the 5-year Techo version for the A5 size. Granted, the videos I have seen that were kind of that had issues were for the A6 size. So if you're interested in getting this, oh, it's so nice and I love the texture. If you're interested in getting this cover, I would say just get it. And if you have issues like inserting the, like if they don't go all the way through, like if the covers don't go all the way through or whatever, I'd suggest just contacting them and letting them know that you're having issues with your product, and maybe you can return it in exchange for one that is like perfectly aligned or does fit. Oh, and another thing, there are plenty of videos on the cousin version, but not that I haven't found one for the 5-year Techo. And so just so you know, the videos about this search and collect cover for the cousin version, their cover has like an extra pocket here, just like the cousin version here also has a pocket. And it also has this has these little pockets, but for the 5-year Techo version, it doesn't have the pockets. It doesn't have the back pockets. It doesn't have the inner secretarial pockets, I believe they're called, but it does have a pen loop, and this is an extra pocket. Oh, and one more thing. If you have the Hobonichi 5-year Techo, as tempting as it may be to purchase the version for the cousin, which has all those extra pockets and the back pocket, don't do it. Okay, I know this is pretty obvious for most people who have used Hobonichi for years and years and years, but if you've never bought a Hobonichi before, the 5-year Techo and the cousin are different thicknesses, okay? So it won't fit, just so you know, because I know most people, like, it's pretty obvious to most people, but I wouldn't have known this 4 months ago, I wouldn't have known this 6 months ago, so I thought I would share that just in case. Yes. And if you're curious how the pen loop fits, so this is a common gel pen, and it fits wonderfully. See? Got ample space. Doesn't crash into it doesn't bump into the paper. So there's that. So yeah, I just thought I would, do this video, put it out there so that people won't have to worry like I did when I ordered this. I was very anxious, and I'm happy to report that I have no issues with it. So thank you for watching. I hope you found this helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comment section. And oh my god, I feel like I should contact that person who did the video about how the buttons were misaligned on hers. I think she purchased the A6 version, and how she said, I was so anxious about this not fitting entirely, and I think she thought maybe it wasn't meant to be filled in, it wasn't meant to go through entirely. I feel like I should contact that person and let her know that maybe she got a defected product, I don't know how you would say that properly, but I will probably let her know, just because mine is fine. So thank you for watching. I hope you found this helpful. Bye bye.